Why am I smiling at this? Because today is a very special day because I get to talk about the best, listen to me carefully, the best gourmand fragrance ever created. Now, I've said that, and you're probably thinking, raw, what can that be? It must be one of your ones that everyone knows, are Bianco Latte, or even Roja Lost in Paris, or something that everyone knows. Nah, brother. This one here, I bet you don't know this one. And if you do, shout out to you. You're in the know. Anyway, this one is called Essenza Miracolosa. This is a banger. Now, this is from Silvia Monti. And in case you're wondering that this looks different, you're not mistaken. So, fun fact, this fragrance was initially in a completely different packaging and different bottle. Peccato Originale, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think the brand was called Peccato Originale, Italian house, of course. And small 50 ml bottles, round bottle with a little lid, etc., etc. That's the one I originally smelled, and I was like, yeah, this smells fantastic. I smelled it maybe 2 years maybe or so ago, and I was like, oh my god, I smelled a sample, and I was like, oh my god, I need a bottle. I scoured the internet forever trying to find that fragrance, couldn't find it nowhere. Fast forward to about 3-4 months ago, so the end of 2024, I'm on YouTube, and there's someone talking about the fragrance, saying that, it's been repackaged. So I was like, what? Went online, typed in the fragrance, and this came up, and I was like, no, that's not the fragrance. Like, what's going on here? What's going on? Anyway, I did a bit of research, went on Fragrantica, typed in Essenza Miracolosa, the old packaging, the one that I knew of, that I was used to. Scroll down, and then it said, nowhere in Fragrantica says, oh, it smells similar to such and such perfume. This one came up, and I was like, huh, interesting. Clicked on it, and this had the exact same name, Essenza Miracolosa. So then I was like, what's going on here? Then it said by Silvia Monti instead of Peccato Original. So I went back to the Peccato Original fragrance version, and I scrolled on to see who made it. Guess what? It was Silvia Monti that made it. So then I put 2 and 2 together. I said, oh, what must have happened is something happened at HQ, whatever, and the perfumer herself, Silvia Monti, decided to take this fragrance and all the others in that line and rebrand it under her own name. Now, I know the question you're wondering is it exactly the same as the Peccato Original branding version? And let me tell you this. In my opinion, no, it's not. Is that a bad thing? 100% not. Now, yes, the Peccato Original version was the best gourmand ever. It smelled like a Ferrero Rocher dipped in almond milk. Lord of mercy, it was, whew. However, performance was garbage on it. And I think the sample I smelled was a very old sample, so it clearly had macerated a long time. Like I said, I've had this for a few months, and already performance is stronger. The smell itself, so it's still the same scent profile, but this one is like a slightly airier version, not as dense as the Peccato Originale packaging version. Now, I do believe that's due to maceration, and I do believe maybe a few more months with this being more macerated will help this give it its density that the Peccato Originale version had. Anyway, what does this smell like? Now, this might sound weird, yeah, but this is what I get from this. Rice Krispies cereal. So if you know Kellogg's Rice Krispies, that with some white chocolate in a bowl of almond milk warmed up. So the white chocolate is melted into the almond milk, and you're having the Rice Krispies dipped in, and you're eating that warm. That's what this smells like to me. So it's not quite Ferrero Rocher, but it's still very gourmand. And it does, actually, and it has a bit of caramel there in the background as well. This is gorgeous stuff. Honestly, this is the best gourmand I've come across. And I've come across a lot of gourmands. Yes, including ones from the house of Juicer, all those Le Gourmands and Accident à la Venise and Duprout and all of that. This one is very wearable. That's the issue with gourmands. They're either too gourmand, like too foodie smelling, or they're not exactly gourmands. This one is a gourmand that's not headache inducing, believe it or not. Yes, winter scent. Do not wear this in the summer, or it probably will become headache inducing because it's still a lactonic, caramelized white chocolate gourmand fragrance. But it's not headache. It doesn't make you feel nauseous or sick. It's very, I feel like if you're not into full foodie gourmands, you would still possibly like this. Obviously, don't blind buy because it's still very difficult to get, especially here in the UK. There is a website. I'll try and link it below in this video somewhere. There is a website that ships from Italy to the UK if you want this and many other gourmands. However, here's the kicker. The fragrance itself is about, I can't remember, 40, 50 quid, yeah? However, posting and packaging is £50. Let me say that again. £50. Yes, so postage and packaging is more than the actual fragrance itself. So it's a bit techie. I was lucky enough to find this on eBay. Someone had already bought this from Italy, from the same website, and paid that postage, but didn't like it, and I snapped it up for a good price. Shout out to you. You know who you are if you're watching this. So I was able to save on that £50 postage and packaging because that is ludicrous. Absolutely. And that's another thing. Why over here in the UK do we pay ridiculous prices for things? Like, anyway, that's a topic for another time. This fragrance is gorgeous. Very gourmand, lactonic, chocolatey, nutty, caramelized, absolute bag. And like I said, performance is there. Longevity, I was getting about 9-10 hours, give or take. And projections are very heavy for the first hour. After that, it subsides and mellows out a lot. And like I said, I feel like this one will definitely get better with even more maceration. So that's Silvia Monti Essenza Miracolosa. And in case you're wondering if any other fragrances are in this new packaging, they are. All of the ones that were in that Peccato Originale bottles have all been dissolved and repackaged into bottles that look like this, with their name sitting there and the little blue tag and etc., with her name, Silvia Monti, on the bottle, so that you know who made this banger. You don't forget it. That's Silvia Monti Essenza Miracolosa. Definitely check it out if you're into gourmands, and let me know what you think. That is definitely my top 10 gourmands for life, and I'm so glad I have it, and I'll never ever declutter it. Stat Maintain, signing out.